Welcome to the third and last day of our virtual Congress. Today we have prepared for you a very interesting panel discussion on the role of innovation and science. During the last days, as you know, the seed sector is one of the most research-intensive sectors. Companies are investing 10 to 30% of their turnover in research and development. What will be the future landscape of innovation after COVID-19? In this session, we will explore different perspectives on the next chapter of innovation in seed. Speaking today will the Chief Technology Officer of Corteva Agriscience, Neal Gutterson, the Senior Vice President of BASF Vegetable Seeds and the Chairman of the ISF Vegetable and Ornamental Section, Vicente, Navarro, the CEO of Syngenta Seeds, Rowe, and in the live session we will hear from none other than the President of the Executive Board of Wageningen University, Dr. Louise Fresco. She has also 10 years of her career spent at the Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN in Rome.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to folks, and thanks for the opportunity to talk a little bit about the innovation world, the state of innovation in the face of the COVID pandemic. So let me start with just a little reflection on the long cycle of development that we have in the ag world. It is a long development cycle to develop seed products and crop protection products and digital software tools for farmers. Our focus at Corteva, of course, is on serving the farmer, is on productivity on the farm. And of course, there's a connection to the stability of the resulting grain and produce distribution channels. What's remarkable, first of all, in this time is that the ability of farmers to produce is barely been impacted. It's an incredibly resilient industry and an incredibly resilient set of customers that we serve.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vicente Navarro. I'm the Senior Vice President of BASF Vegetable Seeds, and today I'm going to share with you what my vision is from the company about how this pandemic crisis that we are suffering is going to impact innovation in our industry. First of all, the COVID-19 pandemic has changed the world as we know it. People are living differently, are buying differently, and in many cases are also thinking differently. BASF Vegetable Seeds is part of the food system. We are at the beginning of the food system while the consumers are at the end. We consider the consumers our final customers. And we realize that across the globe, those customers are looking at the products that we sell through different and fresh lens. The virus is reshaping the food industry in real time, accelerating long-term underlying trends in the space of weeks. Those new habits formed now will for sure endure beyond the crisis.
During this COVID-19 pandemic, the rallying cry for the agriculture industry and the world's farmers is, don't let this health crisis become a hunger crisis. And while the hunger crisis remains in some parts of the world, I'm so proud of the work our industry, including all of our employees and farmers, have done to continue to safely feed our planet. For the first time in my lifetime, the general population, usually so remote from the realities of food production, understands that farmers and everyone involved in the food value chain are essential workers. Unfortunately, we've also seen some other firsts during this crisis, like empty shelves in the grocery store, some food being rationed, and millions of people who have lost their jobs, now struggling to feed their families. At the same time, tragically, some growers are forced to destroy their produce and euthanize livestock because processing facilities have been severely impacted by the virus. And yet, we still do not hear enough from the mainstream media about how critically important and sophisticated our industry is.